Clayson Wells, also known as Chris Lyman, originally a member of the Glendora, California Rotary Club. And during the time I was a Rotarian in Glendora, I was invited to join Rotary in December of 1974 by a very dear friend by the name of Bill Kuntz, who owned the largest outdoor sign company in the greater Los Angeles area. He had been a member of Rotary for quite some time, and he invited me to go to Rotary with him in December of '74. And I really liked that first meeting, and so he invited me to go back the next week. And after I went back the second week, I decided that I was going to join Rotary because I was very impressed. A man by the name of Dick Jankowski was the president at the time, and he really ran a good club. One of the most important, or probably the most important project for the Glendora Rotary Club was what we called the annual All-Star football game. And it was a game between 25 South clubs versus 25 North high schools. And we played this game every year at Citrus College Stadium. And we pretty much filled up the stadium, so our income was quite substantial. And the proceeds from the football game were given to Casa Colina in Pomona, which is a rehabilitation hospital. And every year we gave them a very large sum of money, which were the proceeds from this football game. Each club member was assigned to one of the high schools. And I was assigned to Arcadia High School. My job was to not only promote the football game at the high school, but also to work with the all-star football player from that school. Before the football game every year, we would go to Casa Colina and have a dinner. And at that dinner, we would choose a queen and a king to represent the Casa Colina at the football game. We would have them come down on the sidelines, and we got a lot of publicity out of that because we had these Casa Colina patients that were kings and queen, the king and queen. Another very big project that we had in Glendora Rotary was mini grants to school teachers. This is where we gave select school teachers $300 mini grants that they could use for their classroom. And then we would have them come to our club meeting and explain to us how they had used that $300. Another big project from Glendora Rotary was a scout hut. In Finkbeiner Park, there was an old scout hut made out of log timbers, but it was deteriorating, so we decided to build a new hut. And we raised $130,000 to build a nice brick hut with 2 big meeting rooms and a fireplace and a kitchen and bathrooms. And that project was headed up by Keith Van Vliet, who was a builder. And he was able to build that scout hut. We raised $130,000, and after he got it built, we still had about $40,000 left that we used for youth projects for the club. Jim and Jean Spear, who owned Spear's Flowers, were key players in the Glendora Rotary Club. Jim had aspired to be the president of Rotary International, but he was very active in the Covina Club, and he always came to the Glendora Club, and then Jean became a member of the Glendora Club. One of the big events that happened during my year in the club was the law said that you had to let women come into Rotary. And none of us wanted that to happen. We never had women in Rotary. But I was invited to go down to the Spruce Goose, Queen Mary Spruce Goose one night when the president of Rotary International was there to explain to all of us club presidents why we needed to let women into Rotary. And as he spoke, I became convinced. And so I went back to my club, to the Glendora Club, and told them that we had to let women into Rotary. It took about a year and a half before we invited the first lady to come in. But she was the librarian for the Glendora Library, and she became an excellent Rotarian.